What is good, y'all? Welcome back, and I'm actually here with some My Rise 2K23 My Rise gameplay. But sadly, my audio for the clip got deleted, and I cannot record it, and you'll not be able to hear me. So you can still see the gameplay and everything that happens, but you will not see me react to it, sadly. But since today and tomorrow is WrestleMania, I thought I would make a video on my predictions on the winners of WrestleMania. And so I'm excited, of course, WrestleMania, the Super Bowl, the playoffs, whatever of WWE, the grandest stage of them all. So I'm excited, of course. I'll be watching WrestleMania today and tomorrow. I'm hyped, but I just wanted to give my predictions on just basically how WrestleMania is going to go. So the first match we got up is John Cena versus Austin Theory for the United States Championship. Now this, I've been a John Cena fan since I first started wrestling, since I first started watching wrestling, and John Cena's been my number one biggest favorite superstar of all time, one of the goats, and if not the greatest of all time, in my opinion. But in this match, it's kind of hard to say who's gonna win. I gotta say, I think Austin Theory is gonna win this one. To be honest, it would be amazing to see John Cena win a second, not a second, but another United States Championship. But I would really think that they would kind of pass that torch off to Austin Theory. And like I said, they always say, Austin Theory, the next big thing. And, if they were to compare someone from John Cena, they would say Austin Theory. So, yes, as much as it would be amazing to see John Cena win the match and beat Austin Theory, I got to give it to Austin Theory to get the W and win the match. But, we'll see what happens. But I say Austin Theory beats John Cena. Second match, we got Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Now, this one is also, I think all the matches are very interesting, so you're gonna hear me say that a lot. But for this match, I gotta say Rhea Ripley. There's no way. She's had an amazing year, won the Royal Rumble, and just for her, because again, she had lost when she was in NXT. She had lost to Charlotte and lost the NXT Championship. So I gotta say that they're gonna give it to Rhea, I think. And Charlotte just kind of came out of nowhere, won the championship. No number one contender match, nothing. So I definitely gotta say Rhea's definitely winning that match for the women's championship. The next match, we got Becky Lynch, Lita, Trish Stratus versus Damage Control. Now this one's also very interesting. You have Damage Control, Dakota Kai, Io Sky, and Bayley versus my two great GOAT women wrestlers, and Becky Lynch, who is a future legend, Hall of Famer, everything. So in my opinion, I would have to say it's actually a pretty hard match, but I would want to say I think they would give it to Becky and Lita and Trish on that match. As much as it would be kind of cool, and the bragging rights and all that for Damage Control, it's gonna be kind of hard to knock off two of the greatest women wrestlers of all time, and someone as talented as Becky Lynch. I don't know about that, so I got to give it to Becky, Trish, and Lita. The next match, I'm actually low-key kind of excited for this. It's Seth Rollins and Logan Paul. Now this one, I know when Logan Paul came into WWE, I was one of those people that was like, he ain't finna do nothing, he gonna do one show, leave, whatever. But he is an actual wrestler. We saw that against The Miz, we saw that against Roman, we saw that in the Royal Rumble. He put on an impeccable performance. And he's done amazing so far. And you have to give him respect. You may not like him, you may hate him, you may not respect him, but you have to respect his in-ring ability. And honestly, his moveset, his high-flying ability, I was surprised when I seen him, over here doing buckshot lariats, flying off the top rope in that spot with Ricochet at the Royal Rumble. That was crazy. Now this one, I gotta say Logan Paul is winning this match. The rivalry with Seth Rollins, Seth, kind of hasn't been doing too great. He ain't been doing bad, but not that great. But Logan, also, I mean, he hasn't won a championship yet. He's still brand new. But to kind of give him that push, knocking out someone great as Seth Rollins, who's also, future Hall of Famer, future legend, who people say he is a top 10 of all time in WWE, maybe top 15, top 20, definitely up there. I gotta say Logan Paul's winning the match. I could go either or, Seth or Logan, but my opinion, it's got to be Logan for sure. The next match, now this one's crazy. Rey and Dominic Mysterio. Now this storyline has been shooting for a number of times since Dominic's, heel turn at Clash of the Castle, joining Judgment Day. That shocked me. We kind of all seen it coming, Yeah, he's gonna do a heel turn, but this man's been beating up his own father. Like he pressed him on like Mother's Day. He went to his own home, beat up his dad in front of his mom, his sister, told his mom to shut up. But they always say like every man has a breaking point, and once Dominic disrespected his own mother, Rey, that crossed the line. That was like, nah, I'm gonna beat your ass now. So that's gonna be hard. This one's actually a really tough one. Like I think this is gonna be also an amazing match. But I have to say maybe Dominic. I mean, it would be really cool to see how the match ends, but you gotta realize Rey, he ain't got that many years left. He's won the titles with his son. He's kind of done everything there is to do in WWE. Championships, rumbles, all this and that. He is now a Hall of Famer. So he has done everything, and he's also one of the greatest of all times as well. And so, of course, he's going to eventually retire soon. And to be honest, there's no point of him really winning the match, because if he's not going to stay for long and kind of just like, I wouldn't say bury his son, but beat his son, that kind of discriminates his, reputation and his look, And, maybe then, hey, maybe they might do it where, he becomes a face again and Rey continues wrestling for a while. Or, he goes and beats his dad and, Rey eventually retires. This would kind of be a good spot, maybe they have a hug or, something respectful at the end. Maybe, maybe not. But in my opinion, I got Dominic Mysterio winning that match against his father. The next match is Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy and the Viking Raiders. Now we have a fatal 4-way tag team match. This one is exciting. You have, you have the powerhouses of, the Viking Raiders. You have Braun Strowman. You have Otis in there. You got the high flying ability, the human highlight reel Ricochet in there. You got the technical wrestling of, Chad Gable. But you also have that connection of Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. This one, I feel like it would be a very exciting match. Of course, Braun and Ricochet have been teamed for some time now, and their, Braun's strength and Ricochet's, high flying ability, of course, is amazing. This one, I don't know. This one could go either or, to be honest. But in my opinion, I feel like Braun Strowman and Ricochet. I feel like actually I kind of had to pick two. I would either say the Street Profits or Braun Strowman and Ricochet to win this match. I'd love to see Braun Strowman and Ricochet because Ricochet's one of my favorite wrestlers currently. His moveset, his like OMG moments, they're crazy. Like just some of the stuff he can do is just unbelievable. So I would say for a true winner, Braun Strowman and Ricochet for sure. And now the final match for night one, you got the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Now this one right here is crazy. With Sammy's whole turn at the Rumble, mind blowing. And after like Jay walking out, people really thought, oh, the bloodline's done. He's gonna join Sammy. He's gonna beat up his own brother, this and that when he walked out. But that's not the case. Jay came back. We all thought he was gonna team with Sammy, but super kick, nah. He's not team with Sammy. It's blood. That's what it is. Sammy's not blood. He never will be blood. But now this one is kind of an interesting match because you have the bloodline, you got the Usos for the titles, and you have Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed titles. So this one's kind of a big match right now. This one definitely could go either way because most people just think, oh yeah, it's Mania, you know, the Bloodline's 100% winning. But there are news that Roman Reigns eventually will leave for a short period of time, and leave for a bit, and so there is cause that Cody could retain the titles. And if that's the case and Roman loses, I don't see a point of the Usos retaining their titles. Now they definitely could be, but it would be such a big storyline since Sami Zayn has been like one of the favorites in WWE since he joined, the Bloodline, and then even when he got kicked out, he was still like people really thought like, oh, he's kind of a bum, he's a mid carder, he's not gonna do nothing great. Yeah, he didn't win the WWE title or nothing, but to win the tag team championships with his best friend, that'd be a really great sight to see. For me, of course, I would want the Bloodline to win, but to be honest, I believe Sami and Kevin are definitely going to win the titles, and it's going to be definitely going to be a good match because there's so much, it got personal, it's got and like that tension, it's gone to a crazy point. So I have Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens for the WWE Undisputed Tag Team titles. Now for night 2. We have Liv Morgan, Raquel Gonzalez versus Natalya and Shotzi versus Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. Now this one, I wouldn't say this is going to be like a crazy match. It definitely could be interesting. I'm not really that hyped for it. You have Ronda and, Shayna. You have Liv and Raquel. Natalya and Shotzi aren't kind of like a crazy tag team, nothing like kind of too special there. Then you have Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green, also kind of not like a crazy kind of tag team. This one I'm not really too interested in. Of course I'm gonna watch it, but in my opinion, I feel like it's kind of like basically you can tell who's gonna win this match. So I would have to say, maybe either Ronda or Shayna. I just feel like that's just, them winning that match is definitely going to win. But the person that I would love to see win the match is Liv Morgan and Raquel Gonzalez. Now that's what I'd like to see. The next match we have is Brock Lesnar versus Omos. Now this one's kind of crazy. This is just giants going at each other. You have two huge powerhouses, two, monsters just going after each other. In my opinion, because we saw, I believe it was the Elimination Chamber, if I'm not mistaken. And correct me if I'm wrong, was Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. And that match is DQ. Like, Brock hit the low blow on Bobby, match ended, nothing there. So, in my opinion, and we could potentially see, like maybe the Hurt Business reunite. Bobby Omos fight, or Brock and Omos fight, and Bobby comes out, interferes in the match. Omos wins, and it's like, oh hey, the Hurt Business is back. Now that would be really crazy if we had the Hurt Business back, Omos, Bobby, and maybe you add in Cedric and Shelton. Hurt Business, that would be a crazy faction. It already was, but you add that powerhouse, almost two powerhouses in there, it's crazy. But if that doesn't happen, I definitely do see Brock Lesnar winning that match. Or maybe, I would like to see Brock Lesnar, but you also have to realize Omos. If Omos wins, that's a huge, his biggest victory in his career, in my opinion. Yeah, he's won the tag team titles before, but like something this big, something of this caliber to knock off a multi-time champion, the Beast Brock Lesnar, now that would be an amazing sight to see. But in my opinion, I would say Omos wins this match because that would just be a crazy match for sure. The next match we have Bianca versus Asuka. Now this match I'm actually excited for. I'm a huge Bianca and Asuka fan. Both two of my favorite female wrestlers today. You know, now this one could definitely go either way. Asuka winning that, that striking ability of her and all that, it's crazy. But Bianca, now she's held the title for some time now. I definitely would love to see her retain it. I love to see both of them have it. Either or, how the match decides. Asuka wins, Bianca wins. I'm fine with whoever wins it. But to pick a winner for this match, I think Bianca would definitely pick up the W, because she's had these challenges before, and she's knocked off some amazing superstars so far. She's beaten Rhea, she's beaten Sasha, Charlotte. It's I definitely see Bianca winning, but Asuka, they could give her the title back, and have that going. It'd be amazing to see, but in my opinion, Bianca Belair wins the Raw Women's Championship. The next match we have is Gunther versus Drew McIntyre and Sheamus for the Intercontinental Championship. Also, crazy match. I kind of figured this was gonna happen. We had that double DQ on SmackDown, and they decided to make it a triple threat match. Also, career match. Of course, we definitely have, since it's a triple threat, no DQ. We're definitely gonna see Imperium go in there. I still gotta go with Gunther winning the match. Because I really don't see them having Sheamus or Drew McIntyre winning that match. I definitely see Gunther winning it, and maybe they push it to where it's a feud for Sheamus and Drew and all that. Definitely it's gonna be a super hard hitting match. Gunther, his striking power, striking ability, of course Drew, his hard hit, every single person in that match is a super hard hitter. So it's definitely gonna be a just straight slobber knocker in that match. I'm excited for that match, so I definitely see Gunther winning that match. The next match we have Edge versus Finn Balor in a Hell in a Cell. Now this one's definitely tricky because we've had these matches go back and forth. Edge and Finn going back and fighting each other. We had the I Quit match, and we had singles matches, and of course Judgment Day versus Ray, Dominic, and Edge. And they just had this constant feud for a long time now. So, but now it's Edge, but versus the Demon Finn Balor, not just the regular Finn Balor. And we've seen the Demon, it goes at nothing to win the match. So this one's gonna be kind of hard. I feel like this match, hopefully, this match would be the end of the rivalry. I mean, I definitely think, of course, it's at Mania. Nothing happened at this point. I definitely might see some interference, maybe with Damian Priest or maybe Dominic. Maybe not. I feel like maybe just Damian Priest. Since Dominic has his own match, Rhea's got her own match. So basically, nobody else is in a match everyone else is in a match besides Damian Priest. So maybe he interferes, maybe he tries to, maybe he doesn't. For a clear straight winner, I would feel like Edge wins the match, because he's been through so much. That I Quit match where they knock out Beth, and he's like, I quit, and they go and still smash her head with the concerto, and they hit him with it. That was crazy. He's been through so much. He's been through so much pain, of course, with his iconic return and all this and that, and trying to still fighting back. I definitely do see Edge winning this match, but again, definitely could go either way. But I'm excited on how that match goes. And for the final match, we have the GOAT, Roman Reigns, versus the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Now this one is definitely 100% crazy match. Definitely going to be an amazing match. We could have Solo interfere in that match. Now, like I said, if it was any other, maybe we could see Roman. I truly do believe, as much as I'd love to see Roman again retain those titles, I definitely see Cody Rhodes winning this match. Like I said earlier, with the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, there is news and speculation that, and most likely that Roman will leave after Mania just to take some time off since he's been here like every week. He's been at every pay per view, defending the championship. It's been like 2,000 days, almost 2,000 days. Like he's held these shits for like a long time now, and he definitely does deserve a break. He's beating everybody. He's beating John. He's beating Brock Lesnar countless times. He's beating Seth Rollins. He's beating Daniel Bryan. He's beating Edge. He's beating his own family. Sammy, Kevin. Like, he's beating everybody you can think of. For those titles and retained it. Not lost. He has not lost it. Like, undisputed has not taken an L yet. But I believe he will be taking one at WrestleMania. And it's definitely just like for so much, like Cody came back. He's here. He came back from that injury, won the Rumble. He's here, and especially with those promos, like Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns saying like, "Oh, Dusty, he loved you, but Roman was the son he's always wanted." Like, I was there. He loved me more, type shit. And it just got so personal, like so quick. And so I definitely do see Cody win that match. Because I feel like he definitely deserved it. He's, came back after all these years, left WWE, went to AEW, built that brand, left, now back in WWE. He's had matches, with Seth Rollins, that Hell in a Cell match, WrestleMania fucking last year. He hasn't had so many matches now. And he just defeated Solo Sikoa and beat him. Now he gave Solo Sikoa his first loss. So like I said, if the rumors are true and Roman does leave after Mania, then I definitely do see Cody winning the titles, and I definitely do see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens capturing those tag team titles. Now, and like I said, Cody definitely deserves it for as much as he's faced, as much as he's done. He definitely deserves those titles. But so far, that's all the matches, and am excited to see what happens. Monday. Because of course the first Raw after Mania is always the craziest. Someone always returns, something happens. It's definitely gonna be a good match, or just a good Raw, But I'm definitely excited. This is, in my opinion, one of the best Manias, honestly, in recent history. Like every single, besides, there's respect to the females, besides, the Liv Morgan and like the tag team match. Besides those matches, every single match is a hitter. It's gonna be an amazing match. Like every single match is just mind blowing, crazy match. So I'm definitely excited for this Mania and what happens and who wins. But especially like I think the matches I'm most hyped for is definitely Ray versus Dominic, Cody versus Roman, Cena versus Austin, definitely the Usos versus Sami and Kevin, and especially like I said, basically every single match. Like they're so star-studded, especially like I said, Gunther, Drew McIntyre, and Sheamus. Like that match is gonna be hard hitting. Like I wouldn't be surprised if, like somebody gets injured after that match. Like every single person is a heavy hitter in that match. But that so far is my predictions. I hope at least I get some of them right. If I get none of them right, that's just crazy. But hopefully I get some of them right. But this is the end of the video. Still got a little bit more to go, but I'm gonna just let y'all watch the rest of the gameplay. Like I said, I'm sorry, my audio got messed up, got deleted, and couldn't recover it. So that's why I'm kind of just doing this commentary. So instead of me kind of faking it and trying to give them a reaction, just might as well give my predictions for Wrestlemania tonight and tomorrow. So then tomorrow I will have a new video uploaded. And so I'm excited for that because I've kind of been putting this video off for a while just to kind of, think what to talk about and think what to do. But I was like, hey, since Mania's tonight, I might as well talk about it. But I'll let y'all enjoy the rest of the video, and I will see y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see y'all in the next video. Hope y'all enjoy Mania, and I will see y'all later.